So in the last few tutorials we created a lot of sprite sheet objects, and having lots of objects running around in your class could get a bit messy. And you might want to use something, well, an array. I'm going to show you how to use an array to store all these objects and just to tidy up your code. So if we look at our app roadmap, if you take a look at the new activity, sprite array activity 001.java, if you could copy across all of the code we've done in the sprite sheet activity tutorials across into this new activity, we'll start to modify it. Okay, so if we look in our activity sprite array 001 layout file, at the very top we've got all of these definitions, sprite arrow objects. Let's just delete them. And we're going to replace that with an array of type mysprites. And the array has 6 elements, and the indexing starts at 0. And as soon as we've done this, Android Studio complains that these objects no longer exist. So we can replace all of these with just array populating statements. So here we are, we're putting in the exact same object, but we're putting in this new sprite arrow object into mysprite 0 position. There are 6 in total here. But when it comes to updating the objects, here we're calling the update method on each individual object. But what we can do is just create a loop. We'll replace this by a loop. And we're running through the length of our sprite array, and as soon as we come across each object, we're hitting the update. That's already a lot neater. And we'll do the same with the draw. And we'll replace all of these with another loop, looping from I equals 0 with mysprites I.draw canvas. And that should work. So let's hit save and run. So our app is running, and I've created a new thumbnail for our array objects. If we click on that, it's exactly the same as we saw in the last tutorial. I'd like to exit. One of the reasons why I wanted to show you arrays is just to show you that you can replace your objects and manage them a bit better. And to update an array object, well, I've changed this to a faster value. This was 30 in the last tutorial. I've put that as 40. What we're going to do is keep these here. And to modify your array objects, you can just overwrite them. So down here, I'm going to overwrite all of the elements with the same object. Well, because it's the same object, we're not going to really know that we have 6 of them. I'm just going to modify the speeds as well. So I'm going to knock this one up to 42, 44 for this one, 46, 48, and this last one we'll put at 50. We'll hit save and run. Look at that. The elements have been replaced, and these objects, nice effect, they're spreading out further across time. Pretty nice to look at. Right, well, let's exit that. What if we wanted to add another object? If we take that, copy that line, element 6, new sprite arrow, 52, hit save and run. Let's see if we can run this. And Android has stopped. Why has it stopped? Well, I did this on purpose. Arrays are useful, but you're limited. So we've declared an array of size 6. We've tried to add and go further than the bounds of that declaration. So we've tried to put in a 7th element in. You just can't do that. So there are other things that we can do, and I'll talk about them in the next few tutorials. Thanks for watching.